Hi, it's Dwayne here again. I'm doing the second part and final part to my story. Probably the last little video about with one-on-one, as I find it very uncomfortable to sit in front of a computer and talk about myself. So we'll make this also a brief video. Where I left off yesterday is when I did wake up. I was extremely angry, still am, and what kind of woke me up was ultimately I needed to confront the Jehovah's Witnesses on their own terms and with what I knew and I thought I knew. So I did that, and I'd like to give a huge thank you to Trisha Frangina. I hope I said your name right, Trisha. If I didn't, I'm sure you're going to let me know when we meet up later on in a couple months to partake in some fun. You inspired me when I joined your Facebook group, the Canadian ex-Jehovah's Witness Facebook group. You posted a video of you confronting a JW cart, and I really did not know anything about cart crashing or nothing. I haven't heard anything about it. Still, you know, I was just doing research still. So, yeah, you inspired me greatly to do what you did. I heard you, I listened to your story, and what you did was so brave and really inspired me. So I thought, what the hell? I like to banter. I'm kind of good at it. I needed to hear from the horse's mouth. So I went to the JW cart in my town, small town, knew where they were. Pulled up the first time. Couldn't get out of the truck. My anxiety took over. No way was I able to talk to them. I just stared at them for 5 minutes and then I left and went home, and it was a time of reflection, but I knew I had to do it. So I think within a couple days of that, I drove back, and this time I just jumped out of the truck with my girlfriend at my side, hit my phone to record, and just approached them. They were already packing up, but they weren't leaving. Man, I was determined. They were going to talk to me that day. I had it in me. So I made it happen, and that is my first cart crash that you hear, and that woke me up. Definitely. When I finished talking to them and walked back to the truck, I was walking 10 feet off the ground because I knew it. Like, yeah, I encourage anybody that has a doubt to talk to a JW about your doubts and see what happens. After I posted that video, Trisha had mentioned about a YouTube page, and I really didn't have any idea. I'm not very computer savvy, so no, I didn't, but I apparently did from a past video years ago. So I posted it, and not really knowing what was going to happen. And the thing that happened was the outpouring of love and support was humbling, to say the least. Wow, I do not feel alone anymore, I'll tell you that. I'd like to thank every one of you who has reached out to me to that. You made it happen, and that's huge, huge. So after I had done the first cart crash, I did it again right after because it was such a rush, and I'm a bit of a junkie that way. So I did it again just to see for sure, because I'm pretty stubborn, as maybe a lot of you have started to catch on. So I'd hit him again, and I hit him again, and it worked. And wow, okay, so this is fun. And I'm still absolutely, I'll be honest, a lot of anger is behind my attempts at the cart, for sure. I'm not there to wake anybody up right now, to be honest. I'm there to throw punches for stealing 21 years of my life, and from stealing my family from me. My brother and sister and my mom, who are all still, you know, in the organization. My brother's an elder. Haven't seen him in 21 years. My dad passed away 5 years ago after not seeing him for 15, right? So there's a little bit of bitterness, and I am swinging right now with anger, and I feel okay doing that, and I'm going to continue doing it until I feel like I'm swung out. And at that point, then I will continue as an activist trying to wake up, well, our families, our brothers and sisters, and our moms and dads, and our uncles and grandmas. I'm not angry at anybody in the organization specifically, even my dad I forgive, and my mother I forgive. The day I left I forgave them. I knew it was not there. And to this day they're brainwashed. They're just in a cult. So I accept that, and but I'm a fighter, as I said earlier, so this is how I want to take my recovery as an activist. I've never stood up for anything in my life other than for myself, and I really want to do this, and cart crashing is only the beginning. Yeah, it's already becoming kind of redundant for myself because I ask the same questions but just to different people, and I'm getting the same kind of responses, but I'm going to keep doing that because it feels good, and I'll see where it goes from there. My philosophy, I guess, for this is that if we, the ones that have been abused and have lived this atrocity, the ones that are able to, if we don't do something, then no one will. No one from the organization comes out, and I think most people are just trying to recover their lives. First and foremost, and yeah, I'm gonna skip that part, and I want to go out and do what I can. Alright, I want to thank everybody very much for the outpouring support you guys have given me. Trisha, thank you. You opened the door to the activist world I had no idea even existed, and you swung that door wide open and gave me some connections and some groups, and I think we're gonna have some fun, and I think we are gonna do a lot of good, and in a positive way. I think we can make some change happen. Thank you, everybody, and keep listening. I guess we will see you in the future.